We get so lost in what other people say and what other people do that we forget who we are. We forget that we are our own person and we have our own way of thinking. We get so lost on what other people say on the internet, on the reels, on the TikToks, that we don't even really know ourselves anymore. We don't listen to our own advice. We take everyone else's advice. But in the actual fact, we know the best advice for ourselves. Maybe someone else can give us tips on how to be better. But in reality, we know what's best for ourselves, and we don't even take our own advice because we're so stuck over trying to be like someone else, trying to live someone else's life. And we don't want to live our own anymore. In a real way, it's sad. It's a shame that we can't be ourselves anymore. It's a shame that a lot of us have lost ourselves, all because of social media. I don't say this for all people, I don't say this for everyone, but there's a lot of people like myself who have been lost in trying to act like someone else, trying to look up to someone as a role model, but not trying to actually help myself, which I think is the first step to everything. Helping yourself, being yourself. That's how you really find out who you are, what you love. It's by being yourself. And I don't even understand why we allow this to happen to ourselves. I understand why. We get caught up in life, really. We get caught up in just the nature of life. And that's what I think is okay. It's okay to get caught up in life. We all get caught up in life and what we want to do with our life. If we're stressed out, if we've gone through something traumatic, if we've anything in life, we get caught up. Because we're all busy in our own type of way. Even if you don't think you're busy and you think you have a boring life, you most likely don't have a boring life. You're just not doing the things you love. You're not. And I've been stuck in that loop before. I still am to this day. I still am. I'm still stuck in a loop where I don't really know what I want to do. I know there's certain things that I wouldn't mind doing. I know that I could really do with... I know what to do. But I don't at the same time. Because there's a lot of us out there who think we want something. We manifest these things. We try and go for the things that we so-called want. But when we get them, we hate it. We wish we didn't get it. I felt this way many times. So it's hard to really know what you want anymore. We end up being like other people. We end up turning into someone we're not, and we think that's us. And we end up getting sad. We end up becoming depressed. Because we thought this is who we was, but in actual fact, we was someone else. In actual fact, we was embodying someone else's personality without even realizing. And it's to the point where when you finally realize that you're not being yourself, which is a lot harder to realize than we all thought or we all think. I don't really realize it most of the time, but recently I've been trying to realize or trying to actively, think about these things and watch what I do. And it makes me realize that I'm embodying someone else's personality by most of the time not even realizing. And you'd be like, damn, how do I know what isn't me? That's a question I'm still asking myself. That's a question we would all ask ourselves. And we all will, because we're going to meet people and we're going to get their mannerisms, we're going to get their personality in a way, the people we hang around with. But it's about pushing through and learning to be yourself at all times, because the only way you're going to be happy, the only way you're going to learn to love yourself is by being you 100%. But who is you? Who am I? Who are we? These are all questions we must ask ourselves. These are all questions we must embody and figure out and study. Because without knowing ourselves, we know nothing. And what happens when you know nothing? You answer that for yourself. What happens when we know nothing? What happens when we don't know ourselves? What happens when we don't know, when we don't know the things we love? What happens? You lot answer it for yourself. I will not answer that question, because only you know. I hope you're understanding what I'm trying to get at right now. I can't tell you. No one can tell you what you love. Only you know these things. And you must go out there and figure it out for yourself. No one else is going to help you. I might be here to help, but I'm not actually helping you. I'm encouraging you to figure out who you are. Because at the moment, you're being someone else. At the moment, you are not you. And I hope you realise that. I hope you do realise that. Because a lot of us don't realise until it's too late. Until we can't change these things. But at the same time, I take back what I say just then. I believe we always have enough time to change. We always have enough time to see the things that are bad in us and reflect them into being something good. Change them to something positive that we like. Never believe that it's too late. Because once you believe it's too late, it will be too late. And yeah. Realize how to be yourself. It is going to be hard. It's a hard journey. I've still not even fully figured it out. That's why I always say in most of my descriptions, it says, take what I say with a pinch of salt. And I really mean that. But figure yourself out. You will. I promise. Be yourself. Still being others. I love you. Sorry for the delay, by the way. I just went on a few day break. But we're back all week.